I reported cheating soon-to-be ex-wife to HR. Original post. I was only married 7 months and have been with her for 6.5 years total, but I'm looking down the barrel at a divorce already. Last month, I found out my wife was having an emotional affair with a coworker that was escalating quickly. Spicy photos had just been exchanged before I went through phone after I became suspicious. My soon-to-be ex waffled on reconciliation. Reason being was my explosive reaction to the affair. A lot of heinous name-calling, threatening her affair partner with violence, and punching a hole in our wall. She claims to have issues working past the temper I revealed to her. We've been separated for 6 weeks, and I kept waiting for an "I miss you" text that never came. We had a very contentious phone call over the weekend. At the end of it, she said she was filing on the Monday and ended up doing it yesterday. I was still open to working things out because I foolishly still love her and have feelings for her. But she bailed on marriage counseling, so I knew the end was near. What sucks is I'm now a 33-year-old man living with his parents. I had nowhere else to go. Granted, this is just temporary, and I would have gotten my own place had my soon-to-be ex not spent away so much of our money in the recent months. What hits me is the loneliness. I love my parents, but I'm already kind of over being here. I just don't understand how she could throw away our relationship and marriage like it was nothing. I always took care of her, spoiled her with affection, and did everything I could to make her happy. Her reasoning to checking out early into our marriage was when I blew off her work Christmas party. Granted, I should have gone. I was just in a real funk at that time, had a rough day at work, and could not pretend like I wanted to go. However, that is no reason to bail on a marriage so soon. She claimed that it made her reflect on all the times she went to things alone the past couple years, conveniently forgetting I was working full-time and in nursing school during that time. I've never felt so betrayed and unloved. I can't help but laugh at us beginning marriage counseling in March while she was having an active affair. Prior to my discovery, I had genuinely felt like I had been a neglectful partner, but I never deserved to be treated this way. I know it probably doesn't feel like it, but 33 years old is young. You have a degree now and a bright future ahead. This mess is temporary. Living with your parents is a smart decision given the circumstances. Before you know it, this will be a bad memory, and you will be in sunshine. Work on yourself and eyes on the prize, that future. I've worked at a lot of universities, and it's really common for marriages to not survive grad school. It's stressful, spouses don't understand, people change. But usually, on the other side, they find someone who is a better fit for who they have become. I'm just hoping I can move out sometime in the fall and be mostly over this whole ordeal. I'm in therapy now and have taken up yoga. It's just tough dealing with the loneliness, but I know it'll be some time before I can be in a relationship. Don't rush moving out. Given the situation, your parents should be in your corner and should not mind you being around as long as you are working strongly toward getting your own place. In a weird way, they are the friends that you need right now. So don't rush yourself into a potentially bad situation, get your feet under you emotionally and financially, and then move out. Take the evidence you have to a lawyer and see if it's grounds for getting an annulment. This way, you can circumvent most of the negatives you'd face with the divorce. Never thought of that, but what negatives would I face? We didn't have any children or property. The only thing we bought together was a car, literally the day before I discovered the affair. Well, who makes more money? If you do, you might be looking at alimony. With an annulment, it basically hits the reset button. She makes more than me. She's a physician and I'm a nurse. Oh crap, that puts a whole new spin on her. In the hierarchy of your relationship, you were always the next class down. I can't count the number of doctor/nurse marriages that have tanked. I think you dodged a bullet. It's amazing someone can display the intelligence, patience, commitment, and dedication to become a physician, can be so incompetent when it comes to personal relationships. It's easier to believe now that it's evident she's just an a-hole. First update. At the advice of my therapist, I made a Bumble and Tinder account just to get back in the habit of talking to women now that I'm essentially single. My divorce won't be finalized for 3 to 4 months. I honestly didn't see the point as I only separated from my soon-to-be ex-wife 2 months ago, and I know I'm not ready to really date yet. However, I made them anyway. I don't think I'm a stud by any means, but I'm objectively not bad looking, fairly tall, have a full head of hair, and a decent career. In the 2.5 days since making them, I have gotten 56 matches and have actually had decent conversations with about 25 to 30% of them. This is about what I remembered it being like. I even got a couple numbers from some attractive women. It has really helped my psyche. In the weeks since my separation, I feared being this lonely guy with no romantic prospects, but this definitely put a pep in my step. My soon-to-be ex-wife is not the end-all be-all. While I'm just doing this as an experiment for what I'll be looking at once I'm ready to date again, it's great to know there will be someone else if I put any effort into meeting women again. Hopefully I find someone who is not a wolf in sheep's clothing like my ex. Stay strong, guys. Do you know if you are on a no-fault divorce state? It can be a bad idea to pursue romantic interests while still legally married. It's a no-fault state, and we're separated by 1,500 miles. I'm not pursuing anything, just getting an idea of what's out there once I'm ready to pursue something. Alright, my power to you then. I look back on my older dating profile pictures, and I look like an absolute stooge. Personally, I'm choosing to take a year off from anything involving romance, but I'm excited to see what things will look like once I get back in the game. It has been a nice confidence boost. My wife messed with my head by sexting a coworker and sending them photos. Doing this has helped me feel secure in that I know I won't be alone, unless I choose to be. I don't plan on pursuing anything for the next few months though. I need to work on myself. Good women exist. I wish you luck in separating the chaff from the grain. I lucked out and never had to do online dating. I bet you are gonna have fun, some meaningless shagging, and some exquisitely uninvested, lighthearted, sweet shenanigans. Go get them, buddy. They do, and I think my wife was for a while, until she wasn't. My love blinders missed some red flags along the way. I wish I had acknowledged them earlier, but here we are. I think I'll start dating in a few months once I'm in a better place, but it's nice knowing there are women out there who are interested in what I bring to the table. Your therapist told you to join Tinder to talk to women after being separated 2 months? LOL. Might need to find another therapist. Matches mean nothing. There are so many fake profiles and women who are literally bored and want validation. Out of 100 matches, maybe a handful make it to the first date. If you're not ready, then focus on yourself and your purpose. Confidence can be achieved by other things other than seeking validation on dating apps. Good luck, man, you got this. My wife filed after 2 months of separation, but that was because she knew I was going to file. I think I knew I was not going to ever forgive for her infidelity, even though I wanted to. My biggest motivation was to not start all over, but that is not worth it in the end. My therapist told me I shouldn't fear being single, and I could get dates if I put myself out there. I'm not on Bumble or Tinder to start dating, but to get back in the habit of talking to women. I've been lucky in avoiding bots, but maybe that's because I'm predominantly using Bumble and Hinge. I've been able to get a few numbers, but I feel guilty because I'm never going to ask them out. I'm just experimenting while working on myself in the meantime. Second update. I posted here over 3 weeks ago about how 4 months into my marriage, my soon-to-be ex-wife began an affair with a coworker of hers. I discovered the affair 2 months ago and immediately separated from her. In the several weeks that followed, my soon-to-be ex-wife and I tried to reconcile through marriage counseling, but I got the sense she was tepid and actually wanting to work things out. She kept harping on my reaction to the affair, me telling my friends and family, and how I showed I was capable of doing illegal things, when threatening her affair partner once I discovered her affair. After a contentious phone call in mid-May, she said she was going to file. 10 days ago, a coworker of mine and hers reached out to me. They told me the affair never stopped, and they were more or less out in the open as a couple since mid-March, in full view of their coworkers. Mind you, affair partner is a subordinate and engaged himself. The person who informed has previously had a relationship with a affair partner, but was dumped for my soon-to-be ex-wife. This person hired a PI once it was disclosed to her that a affair partner was engaged. This was kept secret from her, and when she learned my soon-to-be ex-wife was married. This person and I reported them both to HR. I had held off on doing this since April because I thought my soon-to-be ex-wife was sincere about reconciliation, but she was just toying with me all along. They must have gotten into deep trouble with work because my wife now had to hire an employer counselor and wants me to pay for damages to her career and reputation. I also took this as an opportunity to expose her to her friends and family, who she has painted me as the one at fault to, despite her affair. They probably hate me now, but I don't care. I do feel great satisfaction knocking my soon-to-be ex-wife down a peg or two. She's playing the victim now, which is stunning to me. Did she really think she could cheat and lie for months, and I'd just let her skate? Find this guy's poor fiancée and tell her, block your soon-to-be ex-wife's number and stop giving her time of day. Let her solve her own problems with lover boy. Haven't been able to track her down yet. Ask this other person. Surely if she hired a private investigator and found out about your soon-to-be ex and how he was engaged, she should know who he is engaged to. She's gone radio silent as well. HR is also looking into who's airing the office's dirty laundry, and they suspect her. Then don't contact her, and if anyone from the employer approaches you, don't speak to them. I stopped communicating with her a few days ago. It's to both of our benefit. Don't want to see her jammed up. Damage to her career and reputation? She did that to herself. This goes back to their complete inability to accept blame for anything they do wrong. They gaslight themselves into believing their own lies, to the point where there is no lie to them. There is only their fantasy world built solely upon a steady of dopamine provided by their new relationship energy. It doesn't last. A decent lawyer would make mincemeat of the damages to her employment claim. All he has to do is suggest having her coworkers act as witnesses to what they saw and parade them in court where they will hear all about the details of her affair. It'll never reach court. She won't want that. A court case would be way more damaging than letting it slide. I presume that you've seen and gotten copies of some of the aforementioned private investigators' evidence. That's game over right there. I have all the information gathered from the PI, as well as information given to me by her coworkers. I never thought this would happen to me, but my wife has just admitted to sleeping with another man. She slept with a man who is younger than both of us. He is 21. He is from a very rich family, and she wants to be in an open relationship with him. And if I do not let her see him, she says she cannot love me anymore. In fact, after I initially freaked out over the whole thing, she closed down and said she cannot feel anything but numbness, and that she is meant to be polyamorous. I'm 29 years old, and we have 3 children. I am so broken down I do not know what to do, what to say, what my course of action is going forward. I've never been so devastated, and she is crying more about losing her lover than she is about hurting me. He was going to teach her trading Bitcoin and make her rich, and when I confronted the guy and he left, she started blaming me for him leaving. Man, I don't know what to do. I do not have a great job. My wife is the one with a nice university degree. She is the ambitious one. Me, I am just a dedicated father and husband. Well, I guess. I'm so unmotivated. I kind of want to die. I cannot tell anyone. I feel like they would just judge me, call me weak, useless, whatever. She's been dramatic for years. She has mental health issues, for which she refuses medication. None of it's an excuse. But I'm just lost. I don't want to have a divorce right away. My parents have a lot on their plate as it is. My grandparents are so old and frail, and these are uncertain times. But my wife just closed off. Says she does not love me. Says she is even afraid of me because I had the audacity to shout and break her clock radio when she admitted to sleeping with a stranger. And I shouldn't say stranger as they have been talking for months. What do I do? At this point, what can I do? I want to just feel like a man again. I want to feel in charge of things. I want to feel like I matter, at all, even just a tiny bit. Like someone worthy of respect. But years of handling her baggage got me nowhere, and it's all gone. Poof. Until she admitted this to me 3 days ago today, I felt like we had something good, in spite of our troubles, our struggles, being young and raising a family. I even thought drama was supposed to be a part of things, a natural order of things sort of situation. But it got more and more extreme, and now I just kind of want to die, or crawl in a ditch, or run away from it all. Which I cannot because I am broke, and I have kids who need me. I've never been a guy lacking in confidence. I am not bad looking, I am not a cheater or a bad guy. I provide, and do what needs to be done. Sure, I have my weaknesses, but I've worshipped the floor this woman walks on for as long as I can remember, and right now I feel like dog poo. All my confidence, my ability to believe in myself, it just went out the window. She even got the guy to come to our home so I could talk to him. He's not a good-looking guy. He's cocky, and he's into some sort of enlightenment BS, which my wife is into as well. They are fans of a certain Indian guru, and try to find freedom from all attachment, which I suppose includes me. Do you have family or friends? If so, just tell her bye. It will be hard, but you are still young. Get out, get better. She has no feelings nor respect for you. I have 3 children with this woman, the oldest is 7. We married very young. Our kids are clever and perceptive, and they must sense something is up. But a breakdown of our marriage, however inevitable it now seems, would devastate and damage our children. It's a no-win situation. I cannot talk to anyone. I do not want my family to know. Not yet anyway. Dude, what are you doing? Your family needs to know immediately. They are your support network and the ones who can help you by taking care of your daughters while you're working. Not to mention that affairs thrive in the secrecy that you are enabling and helping maintain. Explode her little fairy tale to the whole world. That's the only way to snap her back to reality. She doesn't want an open relationship. She wants to cheat on you while you watch the kids. I'm sorry, but your marriage is over. You can end it now or end it later, but it's over. The longer you stay in a marriage like this, the longer the kids will see what an unhealthy relationship looks like and think it's acceptable. Even you found yourself doing this for a little while. You treated her like a celebrity, and she's treating you like a fan. Don't do this in the future. It causes people to lose respect for you. It teaches them that they are more valuable than you, and for those with narcissistic tendencies, like your wife, they will quickly believe that and act on it. This right here. When you put someone on a pedestal, you put them in a place where they look down on you.